Soren Hellyer. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. This is a quote from Socrates. Americans have recently been allowed to travel to Cuba. If you've ever wanted to go there, now you have an opportunity to. However, there's important things to keep in mind. Cuba has two currencies. Visitors have said that this is very confusing. The dual currency system in Cuba needs to be unified into a single currency. First, I will talk about the current currency situation in Cuba. Next, I will discuss problems with this system. And finally, I will discuss issues in unifying the currency. To begin, let us look at the current currencies in Cuba. The current system has two currencies, the convertible peso and the Cuban peso. According to Ricardo Torres Perez, a professor of economics at the University of Havana, written in Social Research in 2017, he writes that the implementation of the two currencies happened after the fall of the USSR. Before this fall, Cuba had a relatively stable economy using foreign aid from the Soviet Union. However, after they fell, their economy started to crumble, so the dual currency system was implemented in order to support the economy. The first currency, the convertible peso, is used in foreign trade and travel. It is mainly used by visitors and the private work sector of different businesses that get to charge their own prices. This is things like hotels and restaurants. It is approximately equivalent to a US dollar. The next currency is the Cuban peso. The Cuban peso is used in the public sector and jobs who don't get to charge their own currencies. These are things like government workers and doctors. It is approximately equivalent to a 1/24th of a convertible peso. As one can see, there are many potential issues with this dual system. There are many problems with the dual currency system. The first is that there leads to a rift in the economy. Only some people earn convertible pesos, and many do not. The difference in exchange rates also makes many goods and services unavailable to many people. Those who do not earn convertible pesos are not able to afford many goods and services that are only available in convertible peso prices, and they are typically much more expensive. A good example of this comes from Armando Lind, the former Deputy Secretary of the International Monetary Fund, from Cuba in Transition, written in 2018. He describes a bus driver. A bus driver who works in the public sector will earn Cuban pesos. This is enough for him to buy food and housing, however it makes his job very difficult. As gas is an imported good, it is charged in convertible pesos. It makes it very difficult, as he does not earn convertible pesos for his job. It's very difficult for him to afford and get gasoline for his bus. Findings from Justin Reese, the professor of economics at San Jose State University, in the Journal of Economic Behavior and Organization, written in 2019, finds that in an experiment, a dual currency system has the chance to unravel an economy. It shows that when bartering is available in such an economy, it has the chance to unravel. Here in Cuba, there is the rift between those who earn convertible pesos and those who don't, the difference between a private and public sector, and the ability to bargain, along with these results, show that there's a good chance that Cuba's economy will continue to crumble. As one can see, these changes are necessary, but they are not without their own issues. Drawbacks exist in trying to unify a currency. Note that these drawbacks do not outweigh the need for change. Martin Hallbrand, professor of social anthropology, writes in Social Analysis in 2017 about how these drawbacks and the poverty in Cuba and the need for change is more important than these drawbacks that could occur from unifying. The first issue is the devaluation of currency. After the unification of currency and exchange rate, the resulting currency will be valued lower than the current two. Preferably, the resulting currency will be stronger, but that won't be the case at first. The other issue will be unemployment. As the convertible peso will lower in value and be unified into the Cuban peso, many people who earn convertible pesos will lose their job. However, it is important to note that both of these are short-term issues that should get better in the long term. As now you know about the current currency situation in Cuba. The problems that exist with this system and drawbacks that exist in trying to unify it. The dual currency system in Cuba needs to be unified into a single currency. As Socrates said, Cuba can only change not by fighting the old, but by building the new. It can do this by moving past its Soviet history and building a new economic future.
518, excellent.